This morning, one of my kids was talking with my wife about an assignment that she had that she didn't want to go to. And as we were visiting with her, we asked the question, so why don't you want to go? And the answer was, I don't want to. And I've thought about that a lot today. I thought about what would life look like if that's all we did, is the things that we wanted to do. Then I got thinking about my daily activities. How many of the things do I do every day do I do even though I don't want to do them? It was almost a scary percentage as I estimated what that was. And then I started asking myself the question, why? And then I started thinking about books I've read, people I've talked to, sayings I've heard. And the reality is, if you want to be average, just do what you want. Do what you want and you will become average. But then you start to think about the life that people have that you admire, the life that you want to live. And the more you think about it, the more you ponder about it, the more you plan about it, the more you lay out the steps to get there, all of a sudden you start to discover that to get to where you want to be, you have to do the things you don't want to do. Earl Nightingale, years and years ago, he wrote a book, I think it was called The Greatest Secret, short book, and it just said something to this effect. The ultra successful do the things that others refuse to do. It's that simple. It is that simple. So to go from mediocrity, to go from average to better and to great even, all you have to do is start doing some things that you don't want to do. That's a weird saying, isn't it? Or a weird thought. And that's not saying that life has to be miserable. See, when you really think about it, life is going to be hard no matter what you choose to do, but what your life looks like is based off of the decisions you make. Meaning, you make easy decisions, you get difficult life circumstances. You make difficult life decisions and actions, and you get a great life. There's going to be stress in your life no matter what you do. But where you are and what circumstances you're experiencing in that moment of stress are dictated on the things that you do with your life. To have a great life requires some sacrifices, right? It requires doing some things that you don't want to do. But is it worth it? Compared to the life of just doing what you want to do, right? It is so unfulfilling to take the easy path. Like hiking that mountain to watch the sunrise. As difficult as those steep, rocky paths are, to sit on top of the mountain victorious and watch that sun just break the horizon with the magnificent colors, the hues that paint the sky, can only be witnessed at that location. Sometimes you can't even dream about how great the realities of those things really are in reality. Think about that this week. Think about your actions and ask yourself the question, am I doing the things that I only want to do? And because of that, am I leaving out opportunities to experience things that were meant to be mine? But I wasn't willing to pay the price. I wasn't willing to do the things I didn't want to do. Things such as getting up a little earlier, reading a book, learning a new skill, exercising, changing my diet so that it's healthy. All of these things are doing things that I don't want to do naturally, right? But when you do them, you get the rewards that only a few get from doing them. So why do we do what we do? because we want to be great. We want to live a life that reaches our full potential. We don't want to stop at the end of this life as we're facing death face to face and look back and say, I wish I would have. We're going to live without regrets. We're going to do the difficult things because we want the difficult reward. We're willing to pay the price to have it. So this week, ask some of those deeper, tougher questions. And then take the bold step. Take the bold step to do the thing you don't want to do in order to have the reward that is yours. Have a great week.